Well, hello and welcome to, I'm Paul Richard, and welcome to the Leverage Podcast. And we're really excited to have Leslie with us today, and from the dent repair business. And we'd like to talk a little bit more about that as we go. And welcome to the program. It's good to have you with us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
And as you know, we like to feature business owners in our area of Southwest Missouri, and you're located in Springfield, and we have not met personally, but we've a member of the same networking group overall, which is fantastic. And so tell us a little bit about your background so we can get to know you better. So when we refer business to you, we can know, trust, and like you.
Okay. Well, my name's Leslie, and I'm the owner of DentURE. On a personal level, I'm originally born and raised from Georgia. And
Okay.
I graduated from Texas A&M in International Business and Management. And I have lived in Missouri for a long time. Over a decade. I know that. I'm not good at math off the top of my head right now. I guess I'm nervous.
Okay.
And I have two amazing kids, and I actually homeschool them here in the shop. And we have a little farm with guinea pigs and bunnies here, evidently, too, and occasionally a dog. And that's pretty much it. I am married. My husband does a lot of the work, and we also have an employee that helps out as well. So,
Fantastic. All right. Well, so step me through a little bit. You started out in Georgia. Were you in the Atlanta metro or what area?
No. I was born and raised in Athens, Georgia. Go Dogs. And
Okay.
grew up also in Valdosta, really far south, a few miles north of Florida. And it's very hot and humid and lots of mosquitoes and crocodiles. Or actually, alligators. Sorry, alligators. Yeah. So,
Alligators, right? Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
and their backyard sometimes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So how far were you from Jacksonville?
About 2 hours. My brother actually lives in Jacksonville right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
Okay. I figured it's probably right there. And I just got back from Florida, I was there for 11 days, doing a couple things. So super exciting to hear that. And then you went to Texas A&M. How did you decide on Texas A&M? How'd that go?
It was kind of the school that was available. I traveled around with a group up with people when I met somebody, and we were going to go to Hawaii, but that didn't work out. So somehow or another, I ended up at Texas A&M, and yeah, just graduated from there, and then worked a couple of government contracting jobs, and then ended up in the desert. I'm not a desert person, so we decided to come back to Missouri where it's nice and green and pretty and better food.
There you go. There you go. And so, all right. So Texas A&M, I don't know a lot about it. Where is it Dallas based? Am I thinking right?
College Station.
Oh,
College
College
Station,
Station.
Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good.
It's
And
a
my
big
virtual
school.
assistant business is based in Dallas. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. And so then you were in college. Did you move back here? You said 10 years ago. Is it approximately?
I think 2012. Yeah, I moved back. I was in El
Okay.
Paso doing government contracting work, and we just wanted to come back where we were more comfortable.
Oh,
We love,
understandable. Understandable.
we
Now,
love
where did you
Missouri.
meet your husband?
In Joplin at a fraternity house. So,
Oh, seriously? Okay.
yeah. Yeah. We've been together
That's
like
awesome.
23 years. Yeah. So, yeah,
Okay.
it's been great.
That's
But
cool.
yeah.
That's cool. I would have homeschooled my kids as well, although unfortunately I was a single dad and traveling for my job, so it was impractical to do. So
Yeah.
I love that you do that. And how old are your kids?
A 6-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl. And they're great.
6 and 9. Okay. And that's about the age of my grandkids right now. So I
Oh
know
my.
I have them down to Bible camp every year down here. So yeah, yep.
Oh, that's
Well,
awesome.
fantastic. Yeah, because my daughter's 40 and my son's 41. So, but
You don't
that's
look that
cool.
old.
Well, awesome. So you got that going on. You have a full day every day. It sounds like with all that going on.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It keeps me out of trouble. So, and I enjoy it.
Very
It's
good.
a lot of
When
fun just
did
being a parent. So, mm.
it is? It is absolutely. I could totally agree. And so, have you taken your kids? This is a little sidelight. Have you taken your kids to the ARC experience in Ohio, or excuse me, it's in Kentucky?
No, no, we haven't made it out to. We drove through Kentucky on our way to Florida, but we haven't made it out that far. It's definitely something on the bucket list, I guess, but not yet. We've been pretty busy
I
at
would
work
highly
too.
recommend it. I took. Yeah, it's tough to get away. You know, it's about 7 hours away to go there and take it in, but definitely worthwhile. I took all three of my grandkids there by myself last summer when they were here for summer camp, Bible camp, and it was fantastic. So yeah, highly recommend that. Okay, well,
Awesome.
cool. That's so awesome. Now, tell me, as you progressed, when did DentURE start, and why did you guys start that?
Well, DentURE started because my husband's been in the industry for a long time, doing different things on vehicles, even fiberglassing, semi trucks, and things like that. And we kind of started off as mobile, very small, and gosh, several years ago. And then as time progressed, we realized there was a huge need. So we eventually landed in the shop that we're at now in West Sunshine. And we deal with all kinds of things. And it's a hard thing to learn. You kind of have to know someone in the industry. You can't just jump into it or go to a tech school. So it's learned through a lot of tears and sweat and lots of elbow grease. So we've been at this location almost 3 years now, and we also do auto body repair as well because we realize that they go hand in hand, and you can't really do auto
Mhm.
body repair out on a dealership, pavement. So we do a lot here. But the painless dent repair is truly like a magic. I mean, if anyone's ever seen it done, it's amazing. These guys are artists, and they can just pull dents out of something that you can't imagine. And there's different techniques that they use, and it's really just amazing what they can do.
Hmm. Yeah, let's get into that. So the dent repair, like you say, it's paintless, right? And so that process has to be done. I would say, like you say, artistically, definitely. And is it done with temperature and pressure, or what's? Can you kind of outline the process generally?
Sure. So there's a couple different ways. And yes, temperature is always involved. Sometimes you have to kind of heat up the paint a little bit so that it doesn't crack the paint. They have
Okay.
different types of rods that they use to get behind the metal to try and push out the dent. Or they also do something called glue pulling, which kind of looks like your typical craft glue gun, but we have a very special glue that we used, and we use different glues based on the temperature and environment at the time. And that's a very common way right now because it's a little bit easier than trying to sometimes to get to some places on the vehicle because there's a lot of structural things behind the panels that you don't see. So glue pulling has become quite popular. Um, and although it's paintless dent repair, a lot of times when we have customers come in, they don't realize, but their paint has cracks in it, micro cracks and things like that. So we we do correct those because you don't want rust to get in there and it start splitting and destroy your vehicle. But paintless dent repair is a great option because it also keeps the manufacturer warranty on the paint and things like that. So if at all possible, if you can go through paintless dent repair, that's the best option. Obviously, there's a lot of times that you can't, and we're here for that too. But yes, and you have to have an artistic eye to do this. And we have a lot of special lighting and just a lot of special tools to try and get it to be as perfect as possible.
Got it. Because you're really just trying to get the metal to form back to where it was, right? Essentially.
Exactly. The metal becomes stretched when it has a dent. So you're trying to get it back without it having that oil can effect where you kind of just click on the metal and just pops in and pops right out. You don't want that. So you have to you have to do it without stretching the metal, but and get it back to its original texture or contour.
Very good. Very good. So, what's your normal client need in general? If you have a normal, what's kind of your bread and butter? Is it somebody that just got hail damage? Is it somebody just got a door ding from, the parking lot, that kind of thing? What's kind of your bread and butter stuff that you do?
Bread and butter is probably mainly hail damage. We work with all kinds of insurance companies. I know insurance companies have their preferred providers, but you can go and see anyone that you want. And we work with a lot of insurance companies to make sure everything gets handled well. We'll do the communication for them to try and give the customers a break, because it's never fun dealing with insurance companies. I'm sorry, what?
Very good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we do a lot of door dings. Right now we just had one go out with bullet holes in it. So we do other things too. A lot of
so that wasn't paintless, right?
No, that one needed paint. That one definitely needed paint. But as far as paintless dent repair, yeah, hail is probably the best. Door dings. Sorry, and my husband is, and the preferred called us.
Preferred providers.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, and sorry, JR wanted me to let you know that a lot of times when you go to these preferred providers with insurance companies or even dealerships, they call someone like us to come in. So, your car can be sitting there a lot longer, and they'll call us to come in, and we'll come in and we'll do it for whatever price, and then we'll leave. So it's kind of like when you go to us, you're kind of missing the middleman there. So
sure,
that's the advantage too. But the collision shops, they're the main ones that call us, or someone like us. We do a lot of work for them, and dealerships too. So that's another thing to keep in mind, because a lot of times that we can get people in a little bit quicker, or not have their car sit for a month or two at a time waiting, because no one likes that.
Right. Yes.
But we also like to do bigger things. We don't do anything mechanical, but we do fix a lot. We have a couple tailgates of trucks that we're working on right now. Bigger dents. We're actually replacing a door here in a couple of days on a truck. Door hinges. We do a lot of bumpers. We either repair the bumper if it's repairable, which will save money for the customer versus buying a bumper, or we'll buy the bumper as well. And so we actually do paint. For a paintless dent repair, we actually do quite a bit of paint. So we try to meet every customer's need at a reduced price versus a lot of the collision shops and dealerships. We're generally a lot less expensive, and we're a lot quicker turnaround, and we don't hoard your vehicles here waiting to get fixed. And we also have a loaner car that, as long as you have comprehensive insurance, you can take our little buggy and go around and take care of everything you need to take care of too. So it works out.
That's nice. Does it have advertising on it?
Yes, it does. Of course it does.
Okay, good.
Kia.
Okay, good.
It's actually fun to drive. You know that little horrible car that you had back in high school? That kind of was like a little zoom car, but it was just not that great, but you just could do every time I drive that car, I feel like I'm back in high school again with a little zoom, and I'm not really worried about what happens to it. It's just fun to drive.
Yeah. Is it a stick shift?
No. Oh, no. I can barely drive a stick shift.
Okay.
No, no, it's an automatic.
My first car was not a stick shift, but I eventually got one, and I was like, it took a little while, but then I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, you get to juggle in the car what's going on and everything. So I was a young father at that point, so I had the kids in the back, trying to slap them upside the head while I'm trying to drive. You know how that goes.
Oh, I remember those
Keep that
days.
going.
I was the kid getting slapped. Yes, I remember.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So, no job too big or small. It sounds like, really. I mean, if you've got some collision damage, do you, let's say, I'll give you an example, that I had fixed on my car. So, have you met the guys at CNC Truck and Auto by chance over in Ozark? Jim Cope?
I know of him, but I haven't met him. No.
Okay, Jim's a fantastic guy, and his son Mike is. That's why it's CNC Cope and Cope. But anyway, I had a little fender bender, and I kept it off in an insurance deal, and we got it done. And they're a mechanic shop, but they kind of cut my front end off because I had to have the frame. What they call that, the horn that comes up that holds the. Where your latch is for your hood, right? I think they called it a horn. I don't know what it's called, maybe technically, but so they had to replace that so that it closed correctly, etc. And but anyway, so that was good. Do you work with some mechanic shops to kind of trade? You said body shops for sure. Do you do some with auto shops as well?
No, we don't do anything mechanically related. Now, if it's something simple like replacing headlights or working on your door or something like that, yeah, absolutely, we do that. Anything that requires more mechanical functionality, we do have a shop that we work with that's just right across the way from us. They do amazing work as T&B Auto. And so we work with them
Okay.
if it's something outside. And we want, because we're not certified mechanics, because that's not what we do. So we want to make sure that the customer gets quality work on their car. So we have a deal with them, and they're great.
Sure. I'm just curious. A thought came to me. I see that, like, when there's hail damage at a dealership, all of a sudden they got to sell off all those dented cars. Do you get many people that buy those cars at a discount and then come in and try and have them repaired?
Yes, we do. However, the issue with that is the insurance has already been paid on them. So the customer can't
Right,
do a claim.
right.
And to
Of
fix
course.
a car that has full hail damage, it costs several thousands of dollars because it takes days and
Sure.
days and days. And so I would be careful with that. I mean, what happens generally is a dealership will try and have a group come in and different people around the area. Like we worked with a hailstorm not too long ago. And they'll try and get as many of the vehicles fixed as possible. And then whatever they don't have fixed within a certain time frame, that's when they sell it for a discount. As a consumer, I would be careful with that, because unless you're willing to pay to get it fixed, or if it doesn't bother you, I would just stay away, because, or at least go to see us and find out how much it's probably going to cost to fix before you purchase the vehicle, because it can cost, newer vehicles, up to $10,000+ depending on the situation. So, and that's a lot of money out of pocket that you weren't expecting.
Of course. And a lot of those probably are salvage title as well, wouldn't you think? Some of them?
Some of them are. It depends on the new vehicle. We just completed a brand new Bronco, and it had a mega hail. It was destroyed, and she was surprised, and I was kind of surprised that they didn't actually total it out. But so it really depends on the value of the vehicle. I mean, and it had smashed windshields and all that fun stuff that we had to get fixed on it. And I mean, it turned out amazing. It looks beautiful, but it's just hail damage it costs a lot more than I think a lot of people realize. And that's why I always just make sure
Sure.
the customers did their due diligence and don't jump into something unless they can, they know what it's going to be about. But yes, they do come by and they
How do you
get,
do your, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was going to say they do come by, and a lot of times they kind of have sticker price shock because they thought it would be a couple $100 and it's not.
Right. Right. How does your estimate process generally work on that?
Well, we actually do free estimates for everything. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, so you can pretty much come by our shop. We ask that you call just in case. JR is our main guy that does the estimates. He's normally here all the time, but we do ask for a quick phone call and just kind of give us a roundabout time when a customer is going to be here. We do have a system that uses the Mitchell catalog, which is a catalog system that is used nationwide that tells us, the cost for things. So that way we kind of stay on the same standard as everybody else, primarily for parts, because a lot, if someone comes in with a bumper, we have to buy the part. We do also kind of tend to work with customers because we understand people are on a budget right now. And if we can get a used part from a pick and pull type place, we'll notify the customer and say, hey, they have one available. This is an option. This is going to save you a little bit of money. Or, you can get a new aftermarket or OEM. So we try to work with customers in their budget as much as possible. And then we do print out an estimate so they know exactly what's going to happen. We do not deviate from that estimate when you come and pick up your vehicle. What we originally say is what it's going to be. There has been occasionally where we've found like some other blemish on a vehicle, and we're saying, hey, we can fix this too for additional cost, but we never deviate from the estimate. We want people to know that when they come in here, they know exactly what they're getting when they, get their car, take their car away. So we try to be honest, and we also, I want to point out that we also are very good with communicating with our customers. If they bring their car here, it's not going to sit here for 5 days and you don't know what's going on. We tell them that we receive the parts. If we're ordering parts, we give them a heads up. Okay, the paint's taking a little bit longer to cure, or we got your car ready sooner because the environment worked for us. If it's not too much moisture, delays things. So we let everybody know what's going on so that there's really no questions.
Very good. And what are your shop hours normally?
9 to 5. We're generally here a little bit earlier, and we're generally here a little bit later. And we don't like to all the time, but if we need to work on the weekends or meet someone on weekends, we understand people's schedules. We worked with over the road truckers, and that's the only time they have. So just let us know, and we'll work with you. We live actually very close to our shop, so it's no big deal for us to come down and meet with a customer and help them out with whatever their needs are.
Nice. All right. Yeah. And do you have multiple bays at your shop, or how is it set up?
It's actually set up, it looks like we have one bay door, but we can fit about 2 to 3 vehicles in here at a time, depending on the size of the vehicles. We do play Jenga a lot with the vehicles, because if we're painting on one vehicle, we don't want another vehicle around because we don't want any overspray on another customer's vehicle. We do wrap our
Sure.
vehicles when we're painting, but we just want to be considerate of that. We do keep vehicles in as much as possible overnight inside the shop if we can. If we're unable to, we would let the customer know, but we also are in a gated area, so the vehicles are kept safe. So it's actually really safe, and it's pretty big, and occasionally you might see a dog run around looking for food, but it's a nice little family environment, and we make sure that everything we do is to the highest standard, because we don't want any mistakes, and because we're going to fix them. We guarantee our work. If you have issues, we want to know about it so that we can be the first to fix it.
Got it. Very good. And is there other methods other than paintless, or is there a lot of people that do non-paintless or whatever you want to call it, I guess?
Oh yes, we have a lot of auto body work. Um, I would say that's a good 50% of our work, really. And it does require fillers, bondos, or replacing panels, painting. Right now we're working on a blemish on the front of a truck and a couple blemishes on the tailgate that we're smoothing out and fixing to paint. It's going to look fabulous. The guys I have work here that are just really incredible. Like, I can't speak more highly of how good they do. It's amazing. You should check out our website or Facebook and see some of the pictures. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, we do a lot. We do a lot of paint. We do a lot of paint correction. We also do something kind of like a spa day when, and I'm very guilty of this myself, but I know someone that can fix it. Going through the car wash too many times, it builds up that wax on your car and it causes those little circular marks and everything like that. So a lot of times we'll do a spa day for vehicles where we buff the cars, get rid of those marks. If there's a couple little dents here and there, we'll take those out. We'll clear your headlights and just kind of make your car look brand new on the outside and just freshen it up. That's also really popular for people who are trying to resell their vehicles. Because, and I will say, if you have one dent on your vehicle and you try to trade it in at a dealership, the amount of money you're going to lose from that one dent is probably going to be astronomically a lot more than if you just paid to get it fixed.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that's a very valid point because it just feels bad when you see that on a car. And my wife's car, we just bought a car with 258,000 miles on it. It's my car has 296,000 miles on it. We both have basically the same car. It's a Toyota Venza from the 2010s, but the things just run and run and run and run, and so when you get those dings and stuff, you want to just get it repaired and they hold their value amazingly. Even over 200,000, they're still selling, and used car prices are very high, as you know. But the long and the short of it is, yeah. And the sooner you get your dent repaired, the better, right? I mean, that's in general?
Yes. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. And by the way, we have a Toyota Venza on our lot right now that we're going to repair.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. It just needs a little bit of paint correction. But I would say the sooner the better, just because you never know when something's going to come up and you're going to want to trade in the vehicle or sell the vehicle. If you let it sit for too long, especially out in the environment, it's going to take a toll naturally on the paint color and everything else. So and the newer it is, the better it is to match paint. We do a lot of times take the vehicles and have the paint shops do a reading on them to try and get to the most accurate color possible. But yeah, and honestly, prices are going up everywhere. So really, if you have the money, I would say get to something fixed because you just don't know what tomorrow brings.
I totally agree with you. Yeah, it's I generally run my autos until the wheels come off, obviously, and and that type of thing. So keep it up to date, and take good care of it. So that's awesome. Is there anything else in your services or anything like that you would like to tell us about?
I would just like to say, I appreciate you bringing me on and doing this podcast. And if anyone needs a dent repaired or has a problem with the panel or, your bumpers or anything like that, any type of collision, just swing it by. There's no commitment. You can meet us, you can see how we're working. You can, walk through the shop and we can give you a free estimate and you'll be taken care of. Absolutely. And please check out our Google reviews. We have amazing reviews because we've had absolutely amazing, fantastic customers. I couldn't be more happy and thankful for them. They're just absolutely been incredible, and I'm so thankful for them. So, just check us out online and our Facebook and see pictures of some of the work that we can do. It's really incredible.
Very good. Very good. And so are there any consistent referral businesses that you would like to have more relationships with that would help you? You said auto body. Is there any others that you'd really like to have a relationship with to get business in?
Auto body, paintless dent repair. I mean, I'll take referrals from anybody. I just like meeting people, and if we can help each other out, fantastic. It's kind of pretty simple to me. I mean, you never know when you're going to run into someone that needs a dent repaired on their vehicle. You never know when you're going to run into someone that needs to have some t-shirts made somewhere or anything else. So, I mean, I think it's just good to just get out and meet people, and hopefully we can all help each other out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, before we go, what's the best way to reach out? Do they call your mobile number,
Yes.
your main number? What's the best thing to do?
Our main number is kind of a mobile number, so it's pretty easy. It's 417-470-9497. And just call us
Okay.
anytime. Or if you're in the area, feel free to stop by anytime.
And it's dent-cure.com, right? CURE.
That is correct. Dent-cure.com. Yes. Yeah. And like I said, check out our reviews online, all 5-star reviews, and they're all organic. And, yeah. And they have a lot of pictures and stuff. You can see what people say about us.
You just got a new one.
And we just got a new one. Woo!
Sure. That's fantastic. Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, thanks again, Leslie, for being on. I'm so excited to have you on, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon in one of the networking meetings. Okay.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.